Hi guys, welcome back. So I just sat at my desk, I made myself some tea, and I was just about to make some of my faux vintage tickets that we made together in one of the videos. I just wanted to have like a calm, crafty evening. I've had a long day and I thought, why don't I turn on the camera and maybe we can craft together and maybe we can make some of these fun tickets together. We haven't made them in a while, so in case you haven't seen my initial tutorial on how to make these are just faux vintage tickets that are made out of these long scraps of paper. This can be pattern paper, this can be coffee stain paper, anything you have. And I have a ton of this after making my journals and ephemera holders that you guys just saw me flip through on my channel. And so I thought, yeah, I really want to just sit down, make those faux vintage tickets, decorate them with some Tim Holtz ephemera, and just have a, you know, cozy crafty evening. And yeah, I hope you will join me. So let me show you how I make these strips first. So let me pick what... Oh, I love this one. So these are mostly Tim Holtz papers. So what I have here is the strip of paper, and I am going to make maybe 3 tickets out of it. So I'm kind of eyeballing it. I don't need all of them to be the same size. Do I want 3 or maybe 4? Let me see. No, 3. 3 will be okay. So I'm just eyeballing it. I'm just, you know, folding it so that I have 3 parts, and I'm not trying to make it uneven or anything. And you can make 4 like I did here. As you can see, I have 4 parts on this one. Definitely do not have to be the same size. Some size variation is always fun. So I have my 3 parts. So now what I use to make those indents is a circle punch, and for this I'm going to be using this as, I think, what is it, 1 inch maybe. So this is a circle punch, and I am going, where the creases are, I'm going to cut half circles, and on the corners also some half circles. So I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Just cutting this. And of course, you know, they don't really look like actual tickets, but they are so fun, and I have used them in my projects. I always like to have them on hand. They're very nice to just add to your pages as little decoration or tag spots. And especially if you don't know what to do with those long strips, that I think is a great idea to use them. And then you can go so many different ways with decorating them. Okay, so now we have our sort of like a template, and then what I did, you probably can see it, but they are perforated here. So what I did, I used my sewing machine and I just ran it through like with a straight stitch but without a thread. So just empty needle, and it perforated my my tickets. So they are very easy to tear. And I know that there are some like tools that can give you the same look, like the perforated, but what you can also do is use your awl, which is, this is an awl, or use a needle and just go through where the crease is and just make some holes along the line. Oops, I'm going to sneeze. And I didn't sneeze. Okay, so I'm just making holes, you know, so they are like actual tickets and easy to separate, easy to use as separate pieces. I really love making them and I really love using them. Okay, so there we have it. We have our perforation on where the creases are, and we have our tickets, and now we can decorate them. So I think I'm actually going to start with this one because I love this pattern so much. So what else I have here is I have some scraps of paper, so some random notebook paper, music paper, book pages, some printables, ledger paper printables, stuff like that. I always keep scraps like this at my desk, you know, near where I can reach them, because I grab for them in almost every project. And I also have these elements that are from Tim Holtz, what's the collection? Field notes, and then mini field notes or something like that. So I think I mixed two of them together in this. And yeah, we are just going to be making little collages on these tickets, decorating them, chatting a little bit. Definitely would be so nice if you guys joined me in this project. So let me just start. Let me just start ripping papers. And with these tickets, I don't mind if some parts of my papers or some parts of my embellishments kind of stick out of the ticket, because then when I'm using them, it's fine. It just adds to the decoration really, and it does not bother me at all. So how have you guys been? Tell me in the comments, how are you? How are you doing? What's been going on? Like I said, I had a long day and a long weekend really. I'm filming this on a Monday. You will probably see it on a Wednesday, but yes, I did have a long, very long day and a very long weekend. I spent the whole weekend working. It was nice, you know, because I was working on my own creative business, which is amazing, because last week, from Wednesday through Friday, it was my corpo day. So you may know that I work part-time in a corporate job. So it was for me last week, Wednesday through Friday, and it exhausted me so much, guys. I don't know what it is, but it drains me so much. I love the people, you know, I have a great team. I love them. I have good management. Everything is okay. I actually even kind of like the job, although not, you know, not as much as, of course, my own crafty stuff. But there is just something that drains me in this corporate job, and this is part of why I had to go part-time. I really had a lot of health issues with just working full-time. I was constantly tired and sick, and it just was taking so much toll on me. So I had to go part-time, which is good because now I have more time for you know, for doing these creative things, but it still seems to be draining me. It just, I don't know, I was so tired, and I was also very angry and snapped at my poor boyfriend who didn't do anything, and I felt bad about it, so bad, you know. It just felt like it wasn't me, and yet it was just how I was feeling and behaving. So that was last week. And then, because I was so tired, I couldn't work on my own creative business, and I had this huge journal and ephemera holder collection to finish that you guys saw the video on Sunday. And so I spent the whole weekend working, and in a way it was absolutely amazing and refreshing. I felt so good, really. I felt so good working. I can't even describe it. It's like, for me, this crafting, creating, making videos, recording, thinking of new things to share with you guys, sharing my process, this is like the thing for me. This is just what I think I'm supposed to be doing, because this is when I feel most alive, and I would absolutely love to go full-time with my business. I am hoping to do it sometime in the future. There's still a lot of work ahead of me. It's not that easy, of course, when I'm working in this corporate job, and I'm so tired that I have to switch. I feel like I'm switched off from life and from crafting and from everything when I work there. These days are just very hard, but I'm trying to make it work, and I'm very lucky to have the most understanding partner who encourages me. He knows how it tires me and how much it takes from me, really, this corporate job. So he definitely encourages me when I ask him, if he will be okay if I work again the whole weekend, and he's like, yeah, sure, I get it, and he's definitely my number one fan, and he also wants me to go full-time with it. He shares some awesome ideas with me. He's definitely a great support, so I'm very lucky in this. Okay, so now I'm going to look for some focal points, and then I am also going to add some labels, most probably. Okay, maybe like this, maybe another butterfly. So you guys, you don't know how much your support means to me. It really does. The fact that you watch my videos, that you support my channel, that you support my shop by purchasing my digitals, by purchasing my my physical products whenever I come up with a collection. It means the world to me, because it always gets me like a step closer to my dream, which would be to go full-time with my job, with my creative job, with my creative business, and yeah, that's just my dream. And I'm trying to work my way towards it. So do let me know in the comments how you have been. How has your week been so far? So you're watching this on Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week. How are you guys doing? Are you staying safe? Are you able to stay safe? I truly hope you and your loved ones are okay. And I would also love to know what creative projects are you guys working on? Do you have any journals in the works? Any fun projects you're working on? Are you already working on some Christmas gifts? I haven't even started thinking of Christmas yet. I've been so busy, and I'm amazed at the fact that it's almost Christmas. I mean, it's November, which is crazy. It's absolutely insane to think that we only have 2 months left in this year. It's unbelievable for me. This year, probably because of the quarantine and because of the fact that we weren't allowed for the most of the year, especially here in Poland, to leave our homes, to travel, to go anywhere. It just flew by so quickly, and it's crazy that it's almost 2021. So yes, I'm definitely not there when it comes to thinking of Christmas yet. Kind of definitely not feeling the mood yet. But I will, I think, everything in due time. Okay, so I'm liking what I have here, but I'm also thinking maybe of adding some lace or some fabric, some texture. So let me see. You guys can't see what I have here, but this is my box where I put my fabric scraps and lace scraps, tiny pieces sometimes, like this here. Maybe I can find something in here to decorate my ticket. So if I do have to go through it and kind of, I don't know how, but kind of decorate, kind of organize it, because I can barely fit all of these scraps into this box. It's amazing that it hasn't fallen apart yet. I have some of this lace. Scrap of this, just really random selection of scraps that I'm pulling here, and I just want to add a little bit of interest to those little collages, make them maybe a little bit less flat, if you know what I mean. Maybe just adding some more texture to any project, as I just like it. And maybe this. Okay, so let me try to work out something with what I've already pulled out. Kind of like this scrap, because it has beautiful colors, very much similar to what we have going on here. So how about I just try to maybe take a piece of this and work it somewhere here, maybe under here, maybe like this. I think I want this edge to be torn as well. So I'm just cutting a little tiny bit and then tearing the rest, so it gives me a nice uneven edge. I think I like it like this. Okay, so then we have this flower, which I love, and let's see how this, can we work it out somewhere here? And maybe just let me turn this edge. I don't need it to be perfectly straight, but just straight enough, you know, for it not to bother me. Okay. Where could I put it? Maybe more under the flower. So I'm not worried that I'm covering some layers that I've already added underneath, because it's all part of the process, you know. We build our backgrounds. Where's my scrap? Did I? Okay, it's here. We build our backgrounds and then work with what we have. So if you end up covering something up, do not worry about this. Maybe a tiny piece will still be visible, and this tiny piece is going to be what makes your background, what makes your layout, or whatever you are working on. And let's make this piece of fabric like a common theme. You guys know I like my common themes. I like when I'm making like a collage over a few pieces. Sorry, I think I knocked my lamp. When I'm making a collage over a few pieces like here, or when I'm making a project which is made out of a few different parts, I always like to have some common theme for it, some common thing, you know, that I repeat throughout my process, so that when you look at it, it's all different elements, but it also, you know, you instantly know that it's one piece, it's one collection. Okay, that they are, you know, meant to go together. Oh, I think I actually, or maybe I prefer it like this. Yeah, I prefer the fabric to be part of the background. And as usual with fabric, I'm just using my tacky glue, but I'm smooshing it with my fingers. So this way I'm making sure I don't add too much under the fabric and it won't show up. And I won't have those splotches, you know, of wet glue just showing through my fabric. Not that I would mind that much, you know, especially with a project like this, which has a little bit of a distressed look to it, a little bit vintage. I don't mind things not being perfect, but still, if I can avoid just accidental glue blotches, then I will do it. Okay. And like this, I think, yeah. All right, so this is what we have so far, and I love it already. And I am thinking, how about I add a little sprinkly bits. Let me tell you, let me show you what I'm talking about. Is this box? Not this one. This is my little box where I keep sprinkly bits. So I have some wood veneer from the time when I was doing scrapbooking, and I could, you know, go to town with texture and with things being chunky. But I also have some stars and some hearts that I punched from gold glitter cardstock, and I also have some of those, I don't know even if you can see, but some of those tiny stars and hearts that are like confetti, and I love to use them. Let me show you how. So where do I want them on this ticket? Maybe here. So I'm just making 3 or maybe 2 little dots of glue here, and I'm going to pick a little star, for example, and place it over the glue. Let me just see. Okay, the glue dries clear, so by the time it's dry you won't be able to see the glue dot that I've just put. And also let me add this little heart and maybe something down here, so it's like going diagonally and your eye kind of travels through the whole ticket. You see all of it. Okay, and so can you see how it just adds a little bit of glitter, a little bit of something shiny. Let me add maybe 3 of those here in the corner. So I just want those little tiny stars. I love them. I bought them in a local craft store ages ago, and I actually have the box here. So this is the box that they came in, and it was super cheap, and I have been using it for years and I haven't run out. So that's always good. 3 little stars here, and definitely something here, so maybe 2 dots here and 1 up there. And what can I use? I need to punch more of these glitter stars and hearts. I really like them. I have 2 very cheap punches from AliExpress. They work okay, but they are not great. And I also have a handheld punch from Fiskars, and I love this one because it gives me the smallest, the cutest hearts that I can get. And I think they may also have a star punch, but I don't have it. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, and one last thing, my gold splatters. This is the mist that I'm going to be using. This is from 13 Arts, and I told you guys that when I got my gold mist, I am going to go back on my splatters, gold splatters everywhere. This is from my again scrapbooking days and creative journaling days before I discovered junk journaling. So I used to use those gold splatters everywhere. Now I'm of course having them everywhere on my desk, but that's okay. And yeah, I think that with this little finishing touch that they are all done. Okay, so let me hold them up so you can see. And I think we have just the time to make maybe one more strip, so this video is not too long. Okay, so I have those strips. Which one are we going to use? I'm thinking I'm going to challenge myself and go with blue, because it's easy to go with botanical theme when you use green. But how about this blue? And I have 4 tickets here. So I am going to start with my background first, and again I'm going to use the common theme, so the same types of papers across which will give my project this cohesive look. And of course your projects don't have to be cohesive if you don't want them to, or if you're struggling with this. Just go with whatever feels right for you, really. This is the way I like to do it. It definitely doesn't have to be the way you enjoy doing it. Maybe down here. Okay, so this is it for the music paper, and I'm thinking maybe this one, just for a different look. And this is definitely from Lorna, Tailor-Made Journals on Etsy, and I think this is her French documents kit. You guys know I love Lorna. I love her digitals. She has so many, and she always has like so many pages in one kit that it's so worth your money, you know. You get so much in her kits. This is absolutely amazing. They are all very high quality too, so so definitely check her out if you haven't already. But you probably have, hearing me talk about her in almost all of my videos, so okay. Do I want anything else on this background? How about let me see if there is anything in these ephemera pieces that I might be able to use. I'm just going to pick some things that are neutral, maybe. So I'm not looking for a focal point yet, but just for some elements that I can add. Ooh, but it gives me some idea. How about I try to use some postage stamps? I have them right here. Some of my postage stamps, they are vintage postage stamps, and let's just go through them and see if we can use anything, you know. Maybe this brown here. Could work. Do I want maybe some of this color? I don't really care for the guy's face, but that's fine. We'll probably cover it up with something. We are again just building our background now, and we will focus on decorating it further a bit later. So maybe I'm just choosing those stamps color-wise, really. So how about I go with that? Maybe like this? No. Or like this. This could work. Let's see if we like it as we go on. And maybe last one, maybe this orange, or this one. This is a little bit like a pink, but then we would have two similar here and two similar in style here, which which I like. So okay, so let me try this for a second, and let's see if we can find some focal points that would match those colors and those patterns that we have. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. Okay, this would look really nice here. And ooh, maybe a blue butterfly would actually be a nice idea to add, to kind of complement the blue background. And what do I want? Do I want more butterflies, or maybe some flowers? I can see my camera is flashing at me, or the battery actually, maybe like this. So I'm going to have to pause the video in a second and change it. But maybe I can manage to find a focal point for this last one first. How about this flower? I actually think I like it. What do you think, guys? How does it look from where you sit? Okay, all right, so give me a second and I will be back with a new battery. Okay guys, I'm back. I rearranged things a little bit. So I changed this postage stamp from this pink into this blue with the blue border. And I also popped this lady up a little bit because I don't think I want any faces. It just doesn't go well with what I have going on here. So let me start gluing things down. And before I glue my focal points, yeah, I just want to glue the backgrounds. And then before I glue the focal points, I will just see what I can do. What I can do next, or what else we can do to decorate those. And like, I'm always drawn to labels. I just feel labels are so good. So for example, when you are using this ticket to decorate the page of a journal that you're making, oops, this is here, and you place the ticket with the label, so then you can, or the person who receives the journal can write a date on this little label and date their entry in an interesting way, or they can write like a word which is going to be a little prompt for them to journal. Or they can use, you know, depending on how big or small the label is, maybe they can write a little memory on it, their favorite quote. I just think there is so much you can do with labels. I do love to add them to my projects. Okay, sorry I'm going so quiet. I'm just, like I said, I'm a bit tired and my mind keeps like going to the things that I still have on my to-do list for this week, even though it's just Monday when I'm filming it, so the to-do list is quite full for sure. But this is also so relaxing. You guys tell me in the comments very often that you feel relaxed when you're crafting with me, and that you even enjoy those moments of silence. It's like what makes me truly happy is when you guys say it's like sitting down and crafting with a friend. It's just amazing that you feel this atmosphere, and it's definitely what I want to create, the atmosphere that I am aiming for when I'm making my videos. It's what I want you guys to feel. I want you guys to be relaxed when you're watching my videos, to just feel a little bit happier. That would be my ultimate goal with my crafting and with everything I do creatively, really. Okay, so we have this. Let me put back our focal points so that we can look at it and wonder what else can we possibly add here. Do I want some labels? Let me check. How about this? That would be nice. I think I want this. Oh, okay, it's fine. That would be nice. What else? I have this one. Isn't it maybe a little bit too big? Guess it depends where we put it. Maybe too big. This one. How about somewhere here? Oh yes, that could work really nicely. Then can I fit a blue label anywhere to match the background? Yeah, maybe here actually. And one more for the last ticket. One more. Do I have one more? Come on, just one more label. I have this one, this. I'm looking for those that do not have like text on them, so that they can actually be used as labels. So I'm tempted to use this one because it matches the butterfly. Oh, the butterfly I think is supposed to be facing this way. This is not supposed to, of course, but this is what I kind of wanted. So how about I move this more this side? Okay, I like it. All right. Now the last thing, it will be some texture. Do I want to add some texture? And what could I add? Maybe this lace here and there. I have this one, but it's not the right color. Yeah, let me try with this lace. So I'm just going to cut small pieces and see if I can place it anywhere to add slightly more interest to this project. Although, of course, if you don't want to add anything else, there's certainly no need to. I think these tickets look just beautiful the way they are. It's just this part of me that always wants to add more texture, more tactile things to my projects. That's how I am with my crafting, and also with my journaling too. I really like when my journal pages in my personal junk journal, when they are quite tactile, and I can move my hands over all the different elements on the page, and it just feels so nice. But this is of course my style, and if you prefer, of course, you know, adding textures such as lace will add to the bulk a little bit, will your piece won't be as flat as it would be without it. So if you are very focused, you know, on keeping your journals as flat as possible, then I would probably avoid adding fabrics, but I always add them, fabrics and mostly lace, I would say, because fabric in itself does not add that much bulk, I think, as lace does, especially this like crochet type lace. So again, my flower is going to be going a little bit outside of the frame of the ticket, but I don't mind. I actually like it. I do think it makes it more interesting. So there's that. The little piece of the lace. Again, I'm smooshing the glue with my finger. I don't want the glue to be seeping through my lace. I really like it. Okay, let me just make sure. Oh my goodness, I just now am I going to be able to recreate this? It doesn't matter. Let's just go with the flow and see what looks nice. I know I want to cover this guy's face with those flowers, so I can have a little bit of lace here, for example. I'm not sure if this is where I had it a moment ago, but that's okay. Right, and then this one, I want this label somewhere here. The butterfly is going to be slightly overlapping it, and so where could I add my lace? Or maybe up there, just kind of like a separate element of decoration. Up here, not really. Or how about I add it like this? Maybe like this. So I obviously don't remember how I had it, how I placed it. Ooh, okay, I like this. This is what I'm going with. So let me know, guys, because I have been a little bit unsure whether to film this video and whether to, you know, make it, because these tickets, we've already made them in the past, you know what I mean? They are not a new idea, and I've had put a little bit of pressure on myself, and it's completely internal. It's not something anyone said to me. It's completely like what I think, what I feel, and I'm feeling a little bit of a pressure to always come up with new content, new ideas, always, you know, have something new to share with you. And then of course I'm not always just crafting new things. I like to go back to some of my previous ideas, and I like to revisit them. I like to make my stash, you know, grow my stash, but by making things that I enjoy making. So please tell me if it's okay for you, if you would be interested in seeing videos like this when we revisit some idea that we've already made, but we are now just building our stash, learning a little bit more about collage, crafting together, chatting together. It's not something new, but maybe still something inspiring. That's what I feel. I like watching those build our stash or mass making series from like Tina, Shabby Dabby Duda, or Roxy Creations, so from Rachel. I really enjoy them, and I would just like to know, guys, if you would enjoy them too, because like I said, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on myself to always come up with something new. And I don't know if I should do so. Maybe you guys would like to just revisit some old ideas and just build our stash together. Please let me know in the comments. And so this is how this turned out. I really like it. And where is my first one? It's here. Okay. So here is the first one. Oh, I love it so much. So guys, thank you so much for crafting with me today. Thank you so much for listening to my chatting. And yeah, I appreciate your time and I appreciate your support. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.